So this is the job of the day that I was talking about right here. I need to replace this, what do they call it, a spigot, water spigot or something like that. So this bad boy has not worked in the past 10, 12 years, something like that, almost since I've been living here. But I want to water some grass. I got one in the front that I have used over the years, but I got some shit in the back that I need to take care of. I want to start watering this stuff and putting some grass seeds down, so I figured it might be easier if I get this water spigot, that's the name of it, spigot, fixed. So that's what the task for today is. Let me go and get my tools and let's have at it. So on the inside, this is what I'm going to be looking at right there. I got to pull this puppy from out of here. And the plan is to, I'm guessing, cut not the hose, but cut the line here, the copper line there. And from that side, going back to the wall, I'm going to have the shark bite sillcock. Interesting name. The shark bite sillcock is going to be coming in, inserted from the outside. I'm going to connect it to a hose, cut a portion here off, and then I've got a coupler that's going to have one end going into the coupler from the copper, and on the other side going out to the lining, to the hose. You'll see what I'm talking about. And I'm going to shut the water off here once I get ready to do that. And we'll see what's happening next. All right, so getting ready to put these items together here. I'm going to work from the inside of the garage since it's kind of warm outside. And I'm going to work in the shade to put this stuff together. So this here is my sillcock, my 8-inch sillcock. I'm going to put this together, and I'm going to insert my sillcock into this blue tubing here, right at this particular point. What I want to do is, this is going to be on the outside, obviously. On the inside, I'm going to connect the blue tubing to here. And on the inside, I've got some copper piping or tubing or whatever you want to call it on the inside. I'm going to have to cut that copper, and I have a coupler here. Let me see. Let's crack this open. All right, so on the one side, once I connect my sillcock to the blue part here, I don't want to push it in by mistake. I'm going to then connect it to this copper here, and from the other side of this copper, from the other side of this coupler, I'm going to connect it to the copper on the inside. So we'll see. I already cut this. This was 10 feet of this, so I'm going to connect it, feed it in through the house, and do the other cutting and everything else. These are the tools I'm going to be working with here for this particular project. I've got, I don't know why I like saying this, I've got my 8-inch sillcock. I've got my coupler that I'm going to connect the blue tubing to one side on, and the copper from the house to the other side. I'm going to cut that copper with this cutter here I got from Home Depot. I thought that was kind of cool. Never had this kind before. I do have the old school kind, the old school pipe cutter that you spin around the pipe and cut that. So I got that, but thought this looked kind of cool, so I'm going to give it a try. And then this is what I use to cut my my blue tubing. I guess I can afford to cut a sample piece off. It cuts pretty well. That's one piece slides down. Pretty much put it on there. And pretty decent cut. I see a little angle on that one though, so I'm going to have to check. Let me see if I can do it straighter. They say do it straight when you cut. Let me see. All right, that looks a little cleaner right there. Yeah, so anyway, that's what that is. So let me go ahead and connect these things. I guess I could try to connect it now, but I'm supposed to put a certain portion of this tubing inside of here. I'm supposed to know, I think about 1/8 inch is what the young lady at Home Depot told me. So I don't know if I have a ruler in my garage. Give me 1 second, maybe. Yeah, I got it. It's hanging on the nail. So 1 1/8 inch of this should be going into the tubing. I'm supposed to mark it with a marker, which I don't keep all this stuff in my garage like that. I probably could, maybe my car. Actually. 1 second. Looking for something to write with, to mark with. Take all your time. I know I got a marker in here somewhere. Yeah, here we go. All right, so she said 1 inch and 1/8 actually. All right, so let me see if I can mark one of these puppies. This should be long enough. 1 1 1/8. So I'm gonna mark it right about there somewhere. But I can't hold it and use it at the same time. So let me lay this stuff down. All right. 1, start it from the top. 1 1/8. It's about like that. Come on now. 1 1/8. All right, I think I can see that. They say you want to make sure that your connections are clean. That's pretty decent. So there's my marking there, 1 1/8. So based on that, I guess I'm just supposed to stick this puppy in here and hopefully it lands somewhere near the end of that. I think that's probably close enough. I felt a little pop when I did that. So, all right, so we're in there. Maybe it's 1 inch or so. You can twist this, so even though it's spinning and you can turn it, that's by design. You should be able to do that based on a couple of videos I saw. So, all right, so now apparently I have this in place. Now I got to go outside and disconnect all this other stuff. So one momento. All right, I'm in the closet, but not like R. Kelly, doing some plumbing work. All right, so I'm gonna try this thing here. They say I'm supposed to close this and collapse it up on the copper wire. So let's give this thing a go. Never used it before, so let's see. I guess I should be cutting maybe somewhere like that. The actual shut-off valve, I don't know if you can see it or not, but it's right about here. And I've got this little outlet thingy-majigget. Somebody called it something. At one point I thought about actually installing another shutoff valve at this particular point, but I'm just gonna play it cool and just cut it right there, connect it to the sillcock, and run it through my wall. So let's see what we got here. Close that up, and let's see. Am I doing this right? Close it some more. Or should it go the other way? It looks like it's doing something. Like it's scoring it. Is it actually cutting it? Or should I be doing something different? See the line, but I don't know if it's actually cutting. Am I doing this thing right? Can't be too many other ways to do it. Let's see. tighten it as I go. Must have gotten through. I can detect some water here, so got my little bucket there. Okay, so that appeared to work pretty good, actually. So I've got this side cut there. And I hope it's going outside to that damn old sillcock. We'll find out. So there we go there. Let that extra water drain out a little bit. I don't know if you can see that separation. I think you can. All right, so let's head back outside. I got to unscrew that and remove it, and we'll see what's next. All right, it looks like we're recording. All right, so now I'm on here. I had already unscrewed it and to make it loose, and looks like everything came out okay. So unscrewed the holes, was able to pull this thing out, but I have my camera on and not the video. So there we go. And I'm just gonna pull this puppy out, and that came out pretty clean, not bad. Issue I have is when I was trying to insert my blue tubing, I'll pick up my sillcock again and I'll try to insert it into this hole. But the issue was that I'm going to have to cut a little bit of this vinyl siding in order to accommodate the rest of this tube or this hole or whatever. Yeah, it doesn't want to get past that, so I'm going to have to cut that to make that fit. So give me a few minutes and I'll be back. All right, so I'm going to see if I can cut a little something with this. Guess, I don't know. Man, that shit's not gonna work. Let me see, somebody did it. Oh, I can use some tin snips. Maybe that'll work, yeah. Wrong thing. Let's see. Where are you? So we're sliding down there again. Let's see what we got. A little bit better. I'll cut a little bit more off. Put some caulk around that. Try and make it a little pretty. Alright, so I'm thinking that should be a lot better. So I'm going to screw this back in here, or in here. As soon as I can find these holes, we'll seal them. This one first. And let me start start this other one if I can find it. And we'll head back inside. Not that way. Where are you, other hole? I think that's cool for now. Let's see. Then I will seal the other stuff up when I'm done with some caulk. So let's go back to the inside and finish up. All right, moment of truth. See if this thing works. I got it connected. Now I'm going to turn the water on, which hasn't been turned on in I don't know, about 10 years or something like that, so we'll see. See how little water comes from there, which is why I should probably bypass this as well. Look at that. So that's something to check out. So I've got this turned on. Don't see any leaks there, but this thing here looks like it might need to be tightened up. I'm going to get a wrench and try tightening that up because that could be problematic. I see those drips right there. That might be the next thing I need to swap out. But for now, let's, yeah, well, I'm not going to for now. I'm going to check that out first. All right, so I tightened that up a little bit and I will monitor that. It's maybe an eighth of a turn or something, but still see a drip there, but I'm going to monitor that, but nothing from that one, so that's good. So let's head outside and see what we got. All right, well, let's see if it turns on. Look at that. After more than 10 years. Look at the hair. I got water going straight into a damn hole. So we'll need to take care of that hole as well. But hey, I did it. Not bad. Make sure we don't have any leaks going on there anymore. And if so, we'll monitor that. Close, open. Don't think there's anything special you need to do there. But I want to keep an eye on this because that's still a drip. Drips aren't good.